What is up, everybody? Jonathan Ryan reporting from the Undead End. And, well, for some Navy pilots, UFO sightings were an extraordinary event and happened every day for at least a couple years. So these guys are seeing UFOs on a daily basis, man. It says here they start getting bored of seeing them. So we're going to check into this. We're talking about Ryan Graves. He was interviewed, and he's talking about how strange object was hovering in restricted airspace off the Atlantic coast, and he was stunned. No exhaust plume, no visible engine, and all that makings of something secret, something mysterious, or something dangerous. But years later, Ryan Graves sounded almost bored as he recounted for a national television audience his history with unidentified aerial phenomenon. And he's saying that every day on 60 Minutes, he's talking about this every day for at least a couple of years. He is seeing UFOs on a daily basis for a couple years. And so, why is this not being talked about? Why is this just being ignored? He's asked every day for a couple years. He says, yep. Graves has told his story before, but the interview, part of the 60 Minutes report, dedicated to the subject, signals something new. UFOs are going mainstream. I really hope they're going mainstream because they could pop up at any time. We need to be ready for them. We really do. We need to be ready for these things, man. Uh, in the next 6 weeks, man, it's the 18th of May, so June 1st is coming up very quickly. A report is due that is required to make public everything the government knows about UFOs. Of course, it was mandated by an obscure provision in last year's $2.3 trillion appropriations bill and requires the Director of National Intelligence to work with the Secretary of Defense on a, quote, detailed analysis of the unidentified aerial phenomenon data and intelligence. So, with that, I want to talk about this. When it comes to UFOs, the U.S. has a major intelligence failure on our hands. And we do. We very well do. Unless they know something and they're just not telling us. They're keeping it all hush hush because they're scared that the public will react in a certain way. But when it comes to UFOs, or the Pentagon refers to as unidentified aerial phenomenon, the United States has a, quote, massive intelligence failure on its hands, said Christopher Mellon, a former Deputy Assistant Secretary for the Defense of for Secretary of Defense for Intelligence. Excuse me. I'm really excited about this stuff. It's extremely disturbing to think, after spending billions of dollars for so many years and believing our airspace to be secure, in fact, we've had vehicles operating restricted military airspace with impunity on a recurring and sustained basis for many years. Mellon, who said, and he served under Bill Clinton and George W. Bush. So this has been going on for a while, guys. This has been going on for a long, long time. Um, Congress is set to be briefed on UFOs in June, but Mellon told CNBC's The News with Shepard Smith that it is unlikely the classified information will be shared with senators. It is unlikely that what is going to be shared with senators will be shared with the public. That's because details about strategic defense systems like those used to prevent nuclear warfare could be disclosed. I hope they tell us what's going to happen. I hope they tell us something at least. But with the way this is being brushed under the rug, man, guys, we might not find out anything. And that could suck, like big time, man. Because I am really looking forward to this. And I hope that we learn something new about the UFOs. Because they're here. They're coming. They've been watching us. They've been flying around in restricted airspaces. They've been keeping an eye on us for years and years and years. And they've probably been around since the dawn of Homo sapiens. And before that, hell, they could have wiped out the dinosaurs so that we could survive. You know, I mean, who knows? We don't know what happened, and we're never going to know because the government will never tell us the truth. So until next time, I'm Jonathan Ryan. Everyone, take care, be safe, keep your eyes to the skies. I will see you next time. Peace.